Welcome back to Leeds United. We crack things off today with some difficult games actually in the Championship today. We have second placed Millwall, unbeaten thus far this season, is the second game played today. We've also got 7th placed Stoke City, although that is in the Carabao Cup a little bit later on. We've been getting quite unlucky with our Carabao Cup draws so far. Could have been worse, could have had Premier League opposition, I guess, but still frustrating to keep coming up against opposition that isn't lower league and a bit more easily brushed aside, like the first round against Walsall. We've also got 20th placed Birmingham City today. We're going to have 13th placed Preston, 10th placed Hull as well, and West Brom are the other side that we'll be playing. Where are West Brom in the league? 17th. So some bigger sides having some poorer seasons so far. Certainly would have expected Blackburn to pick up more than 3 points from their first 3 games. The 3 we'll be playing today will be the 3 in the middle. Millwall, Hull and West Brom. We'll sim Birmingham, we'll sim Preston, and we'll sim the Cup game as well. And fingers crossed, get a decent haul of points today. Get ourselves from the playoffs to the automatic promotion spots. That's the plan, and we'll try and hopefully fulfill that plan whilst we say thank you to Harry for your continued support in the comment section. Thank you to Joe today and to Tawonga as well. Do keep those comments coming in every episode. It really does help push the content to new audiences, etc. And I very much appreciate the support. Do drop the video a like as well if you could. That'd be great. And if you want to see all of the behind the scenes, then do come and watch as we stream the save live. All of the recording for every save that I do on any channel in any game is done over on twitch.tv/ChesnoidGaming or youtube.com/@ChesnoidLive. Links to both are in the description down below. We're going to start with a simmer against Birmingham though. Birmingham lining up with a 4-4-1-1 or a 4-2-3-1 wide. Bakuna and Dembele very deep. Former Cambridge United man John Ruddy in goal. You love to see it with Hogan up top. They'll be, well, in 20th place in the league. Hopefully, not that dangerous. He says, tempting fate. Free kick floated. Header 1. Gini brings it down. And Gruev, Bamford, looking for Nonto. Is there going to be the chance to get the opening goal of the game here instead? Nonto, Bamford on his left this time. I think that took a deflection off Roberts. Or it was just absolutely useless. No, it did take a deflection, thankfully, for Bamford's blushes. Nonto delivers. Bring that down. And Archie Gray, he thought about shooting, he didn't. Nonto, Ruter. Somerville, or sends the man. Find the pass. Nonto! Leeds 1, Birmingham 0. The wingers combine, and Wilfred Nonto gives us an early advantage. Oh, we can intercept that? We are. Gini Rutter's onto it. He's got Bamford with him. Patrick Bamford. It's 2. All from Birmingham City's own doing. They've thrown away the ball. And Patrick Bamford does have his goal this afternoon. 2-0 Leeds. God, they've done it again. It's passed the ball straight to us. Bamford, Nonto, Ruter is there. Bamford's still inside. Nonto's running for the corner. And support from Archie Gray. Gini Rutter. Bamford. 3! Birmingham City, what are you doing? No wonder you're down at the bottom end of the table. You're absolutely rubbish. Ampadu wins it back. It's all Birmingham just giving the ball away. Rutek, we had a 4th before half-time. Archie Gray. And Ampadu. And Gruev, and Bamford for the hat-trick, which he duly has. That's as good a half of football as you are likely to see from us this season. Patrick Bamford hat-trick leads, right in front of those Birmingham fans. That's rubbing it in. That really is rubbing salt in the wounds. Slammed home. Leeds 4, Birmingham 0, and it's not even half-time yet. Most goals we've gotten in a simmed game. 7, I think. Here's Hogan. It's 4-1. It's quite the finish, actually, from Hogan. Bit too much of a celebration, though, considering it's 4-1. You still need 3 more, lads, eh? Buchanan in behind. 90th minute. Are they going to score a second and over-celebrate that as well? No. Given away. That'll be game. Thank you for the 3 points, lads. Hopefully, Millwall have dropped some points. It'll be the opportunity to maybe go above them and get ourselves into the top 2. They have indeed. They've been smashed at the Den by Leicester City. So that is Millwall now losing a game, dropping from 2nd to 6th in one match day. Probably even further still if we can beat them in the next game. QPR still the team to beat. Millwall, with that defeat in their last game, now will probably be looking for a bit of a response. Leeds versus Millwall is a bit of a tasty fixture, IRL, and I think we might get a good taste of it here again. Joe Gelhardt can get the start. We've got some fatigue in the squad, as you can see, so we'll rotate those players out. We'll throw Jamie Shackleton in at left back. Gruev apparently can be trained to left back, but I'm not going to do so. Actually, leave him in at the start here. And he and Ampadu. Or do I? Oh, you know what? Gray can play midfield. We'll trial Gray in midfield and we'll throw Connor Roberts at right back. Okay. That's what we'll do then. Patrick Bamford with a hat-trick in the last one. Hat-trick Bamford, as he's been dubbed by live chat from that last game. Let's now go and play Millwall. We're going to put up the same sort of defensive fight as Cardiff did in the last episode here, Millwall, but be better offensively. Wait and see. Ampadu gets a tackle in there and we quickly go on a counter-attack. And you can't get much quicker than Crescencio Somerville. He's driving in behind here, trying to give us the advantage, which he will duly do. We don't actually take too much advantage of the electric pace we've got out wide with Somerville or James or Nonto. But on the odd occasion, I don't mind abusing it like that. And when Somerville has the chance to break away, just run in a straight line till you've got the space to cut inside and tuck away a tidy finish. 1-0 up. James could look for him in a moment. Yeah, go on then. Bamford's in. Good hold-up play. Good support. Tried to find the pass. Bamford's there again. Archie Gray? No, we've shot with him before in that sort of situation. It was rubbish. Oh, there's nothing rubbish about that! Wow, Dan James with a screamer! I almost regretted shooting when he used his left there. Or when I found myself in the position to use his left. He was only ever going to shoot with his left in that situation. But I didn't really have anything else I could do. Oh! Oh my God! That's so good. Is that goal of the save so far? We've had some belters, including Bamford's yesterday. But that, I think, might be the best goal of the save to this point. Wow! Cooper. Into, it's a poor touch from Denor. Ampadu will win it back. Gelhardt loses it, but we at least retain possession. He's on the run. I'll try and utilise him since he's picked up an injury from that Gelhardt. Not going to stop him scoring though. Crescencio should never have been able to bring that down there, really. I got very, very lucky with how that fell to me with Somerville. We are free scoring today. Found goals quite hard to come by in the last episode. Couldn't get a goal against Cardiff. And only got one against Sunderland. But that's another mistake from an opposition defender. Birmingham couldn't help themselves but gift us possession. And now Millwall are doing the same. They did lose 3-0 to Leicester. And well, they're 3-0 down to me now as well. Great. Oh, this is brilliant play. Shackleton's in. It's right-footed, though. We'll float it. Oh, I should maybe have squared that. Went for the volleyed finish, and wow, off the woodwork. Cooper, Fleming, Campbell. I'll have. Thank you. Well in, Kamara. Not so well done, Kamara. Nisbet. Roberts does really nicely. Get this around the houses and forward. Joel Pirro. Connor Roberts. Not really used him that much yet, Connor Roberts, but haven't really found the need to, or even the want to, really. Archie Gray's been really solid at right back and is the future of that position, we feel, for this save. Certainly you guys feel that Archie Gray should be the future of at least some position in this side, whether it be CDM where he's played in this one or at right back where he usually features for me, but we comfortably see out the game after a really solid first half. Millwall taste a second 3-0 defeat in a row, and that might put us above Leicester if results have gone our way. Nope, Leicester won again, but Queen's Park Rangers have now lost. So we find ourselves in third, but for the first time within touching distance of Queen's Park Rangers at the top of the league. Right, Hull City away next after an international break, where a few are going away, and hopefully they all come back fit and raring to go. Archie Gray has now completed his positional change to a right back. Doesn't change his overall, but that's fine. We've gotten as far as the next game, and our first 3 youth scout reports are back. Our next game is away. I think what I'm going to do moving forward, when we play in that kit, I'll wear that kit. When we play in this kit, I'll wear this kit. And if we end up wearing the third kit, then we play in whatever one I've got on at the time. So we've got scouts looking in England for the next homegrown start. Nothing of any real note in there. Only really looking as ever for players that are valued at £1 million or higher, although that 78 to 94 potential is certainly good enough to warrant signing him up underneath that barrier. Joshua Riley looking for... Oh, okay, that's odd. He's bugged, so we'll reject him. 76 to 94 as well. That's a goalkeeper, though, so I don't feel like we need a goalkeeper, and nor do I really want a youth goalkeeper at this stage. We definitely will look for others, but there you go. Turns out they do... Oh, no. That's for that one. All right. Turns out they don't necessarily count for players born in North America, unless maybe I need to call him up to my first team to do so. Looking for American stars for that. Again, that's another bugged one. That's weird. Only encountered that on PC so far. And looking for the next Mark Viduka or Harry Kewell. So far, absolutely no dice whatsoever from Australia, but that's fine. Hopefully then, in the next game against Hull City, we can now go and get ourselves another set of 3 points and maybe even break into those top 2 spots. 89 potential. Ooh-wee. Hiya, pal. That's slightly cheaty to be able to see what his potential is, but that young Joshua Riley is, yes, he's going to be very good. Right, Hull are actually powering on in the league and are in 7th, just outside the playoff places. They've had, obviously, a recent takeover with Turkish links and expect a few more Turkish players to arrive in that club. They've got Zarauri on loan from Burnley, which is an intriguing signing. Ozan Tufan still at Cam. Liam Delap is on loan. They've got Fabio Carvalho in on loan as well. They've got some good players, Hull City. And to be fair, Giles, I think, is on loan as well there too. We really enjoyed the save at Hull we did back on FIFA 21 we did Hull. Anyone? And hopefully we can do well away from home here against them, though. As a former team, it's West Yorkshire versus East Riding of Yorkshire. Hopefully it's the West that comes out on top. Kruev getting dizzy. He's so high up the pitch, but Somerville wins it back. Lay that across to Bamford on his right. Straight at Pandur. Good opportunity that to take a 1-0 lead. Opportunity not taken. We've relied, well, not relied, but we've just been fortuitous enough that our oppositions today have done everything they possibly could to just gift us possession at any given moment to help us win games. Ruter, that's going in was what I thought, but wide is where it goes. Win that header. Well up, Joe. Let's nod that down. Or knock that down, as it ended up being. Non-toe. It's Ethan Ampadu on the run. It's Somerville will look for. It's Firpo will find. Then Somerville. Might open up here, actually, for Crescencio. We gave it a go. I think hit Nonto's hand. He gets away with it. Archie Gray finding the space. And the cross. And Bamford with a diving header. He cannot help himself, Patrick Bamford, can he? Another championship goal for Patrick Bamford. And Leeds lead again. You'll notice, yes, we are playing in the white kit. That was purely for kit clash reasons. But we are away from home, so we'll wear this kit. Lovely header. Did it take a deflection? I'm not sure whether it did or not. Have a look from this replay. Yes, it did. Big deflection off the shoulder of the defender, and that's what took it past the keeper. We don't care. 1-0 Leeds. Oh, Ruter and Bamford. Can we win that back with Genie? We can. It's done brilliantly. And Nonto's inside. Nonto, good footwork, looking for Bamford on his left again. Should maybe have gone for an extra pass. We'll take the corner. Looking for a second goal. Second might seal it. Ruter's up. Oh, wow, what a block. On the line by Jaden. That was superb. Quite how he's gotten it up and over the bar with his knee there, I don't know. Bamford's underneath that. Somerville's underneath this. Giles is the one that wins the header twice, and Hull will get rid of it, but they could so easily have been 2-0 down there. It's really poor from Greaves. Straight to us. We are getting gifts today. Left, right and centre. I'll try and squeeze that through the gap, looking for Gelhardt, who has managed to come away with the ball there. Bamford just dummies it a little bit. Gruev, it's on his left. Straight down the keeper's throat. Certainly had the time and space there to be a bit more accurate than that, but shooting not his strong point. He's the sort of player that doesn't seem to have a strong point, Gruev. All of his overall stats were in the 60s. As in, like, when you see just those there, I wonder if they still are. Yeah, they're on the sea. He doesn't stand out anywhere. 72 overall, though, but does have some good stats in key areas, which mean that he is very effective on the pitch. And you guys at Leeds like him in real life. Been playing really well for you IRL, so we'll try and replicate that in game 2. Gelhardt to Nonto. Nonto to Bamford. Here comes down the right-hand side, Archie Gray. Tuck it back for Nonto. Space is there. Winds up for the power shot. I thought I had enough time and space to do that. I didn't. Nice ball into Ryan Giles. It's not stopping for anyone here, Ryan. He's in. It's forced wide. Slater. You. Nearly finding that far top corner. Worth a go for sure. This 1-0 lead is not safe, to say the least. There's definitely the potential of another goal in this. But for which side, I couldn't tell you at the moment. It might be us very, very soon, however. Nonto is free over here. It's not to be us. It's a brilliant save by the keeper who's just rushed out to Wilfred Nonto and gotten enough on it to send it over the bar. Oh, Greaves. They are just taking too many risks, the opposition today. Needs support. Here it is. Gelhardt! It's wide. We can't say we haven't had the chances to win this game. Bamford and Nonto now going off for Dan James and Yoel Pirro, respectively. Might be the other way around. Pushing forward. Can hear the Hull fans roaring their team towards the goal, but sadly for them, not close enough to it. Dan James. Do I just look to utilise the pace? We'll use Pirro. And again, game management is key. Just rushing towards the corner. Yoel Pirro not quite got the dribbling of some of the other players in our team, but he's done enough to waste the time to ensure that we get the single goal to nil victory. Not a straightforward game, that one, but 3 points nonetheless. But is it 3 points to send us top of the table or even close to? No. Both QPR and Leicester win. We will stay third and outside of the automatic promotion spots for now. Queen's Park Rangers beating Millwall as well. It's, to be fair, quite a tough run of games for Millwall. They were in great form. They've now lost 3 in a row and they're down to 12th. They were unbeaten. Then they faced Leicester, Leeds and QPR, the current top 3. Sorry, lads. It's very close, though, at the top there, isn't it? A handful of teams pushing for that league title and or second automatic promotion spot. West Brom at home is what we shall play next. I'll switch shirts again. West Brom will have Josh Madger up top. Grady Diangana on the left. Alex Mauer in the middle. Former Leeds United player, I think. Alex Mauer. Furlong at right back. Wallace on the right. It's not a bad team, but they're having a pretty poor season, West Brom, down in 16th. Certainly a club that have more Premier League pedigree in the past 20 years than where they are right now, but where they are right now is struggling and we should try and take advantage of that, but we will have to make some changes. And Furlong, can I get in there? No is the answer. Shackleton out of position at the moment, playing at left back today. Preferring Shackleton over Sam Byram. Byram has been actually something that I haven't shown you. Sam Byron was just whinging and whinging and whinging about not having any wages or me not renegotiating his contract, put in a transfer request, and was just affecting the overall morale of the squad. So I unceremoniously released him mid-season. He's gone. Sam Byron is no longer a Leeds United player in this save. He was just being a whiny little bitch. So we got rid of him so as to preserve the morale of the rest of the squad, basically. Because otherwise it was going to have too negative an effect on everybody else. And my manager rating, for that matter, because the board came to me and were like, "You've not dealt with Sam Byram's wages." I'm like, "I know, I've done it on purpose. I don't want the boy." Shackleton. Ampadu, there's the through ball opportunity. Bamford takes it in his stride superbly. Slam it home at the near post! Was the plan. Side netting only from Patrick Bamford on this occasion. 4 goals in his last 3 games. Not making it 5 there. Wallace and Swift. What ball? Josh Maja. 1-0 West Brom. No, not 1-0 West Brom. Josh Maja deemed to be offside. We've not conceded a goal in a while. We've been actually quite remarkably solid at the back for me in this save so far. That ended up in the back of the net, and quite luckily, not going to count. I was saying about how we weren't clinical in the last game. That really was clinical from Maja. If only it counted, eh? Somerville. Well, Dan James is at the back post, and he's got space, and we'll look for him and nod it down. And I wanted the first time hit from Ruter. He took a touch, forced the save out of the keeper. No opening goal. Ruter, sorry. James over the top. Archie Gray's got the space. Oh, how in the world has he done that? Couldn't tell you. Good dribbling from Dan James there. Just waiting for this to open up. Come towards me. All right, play that through ball then. Somerville. Oh, lovely turn. He's got to go for goal. It's a good block from Taylor. Still can't get that goal. Still can't get that goal. Swift. Good delivery. Good header. Gelhardt's up. Dan James. Yeah. Hold-up play, not his forte. Yoel Pirro apparently tackling, not his forte either. Free kick for West Brom. 85th minute. Floated in. And again, defended well. Kamara's come off the bench for us here too. Joe Gelhardt looking to hold the ball up, but there's just too many West Brom players around me at the minute. So he's really giving flashbacks from that Cardiff game. In fact, more so, other games where opposition have actually looked more likely of getting the result. At Cardiff, we battered them but couldn't find a way through. Here, actually, I think West Brom have probably had arguably the better chances. And they stand a chance of being the only side that look likely of getting a winning goal, because every time at the minute I try and break, I can't. James will look for Gelhardt. The fresh legs of the substitute looking to power beyond the line. It has to be now for us. It might be. Joe Gelhardt on the run of his life. Is James. Needed that extra pass and it wasn't there. It falls for Gelhardt, but the referee blows his whistle. So very nearly the breakaway of breakaways. I think the boos are unwarranted from the crowd. I certainly don't think we deserve that considering our most recent form. Bit uncalled for there, lads, in the stands. I'm not too sure I feel the same way as you do for that result. Thank you very much. But we will stay in the playoffs at least, regardless of other results. And actually, we'll stay third. Leicester's still the only remaining undefeated side, unless someone's drawn every bloody game, which they haven't. But QPR still lead the way. We could have stuck with them. We haven't. We're now 4 points off top. 10 games in. The season is getting away from us a little bit at this early stage. We need to make sure that we reel them back in with a result in the game against Preston. But up next is away against Stoke. Stoke with a very poor attack. 56 rated. They're obviously not taking the League Cup anywhere near as seriously as the league here, Stoke City. Rather evidently, really. With Lowe up top. Cundle at cam. They've got some good players in there. Lyndon Gooch at right back. Ender Stevens at left back. We've got Lewis Baker in the middle with a captain's armband. But It's not their full strength side, and to be fair, it's not going to be my full strength side either. You can see just quite how fatigued a number of players are. So, yes, we'll be switching a few out for this next one for sure. Kamara and Nonto. The squared ball is the obvious one, and Piro's left foot is reliable. Leeds 1, Stoke City 0 in the Carabao Cup. We couldn't go on and win this trophy this season, could we? We have only faced League 2 and Championship opposition, so we shan't get too far ahead of ourselves, but it's quite the cup run we're on. Kamara. Gelhardt's making the run, and here he is, and Piro's there. Piro for 2. Oh! Eyes firmly at the goalkeeper there. Straight at him. It's quite close range. Was it inside the 6-yard box or outside? No, it's just a good 8 yards out. He's reacted well enough to it to get something on it, but not well enough to keep it out. You expect the keeper to do better. They're 2-0 leads. Boos already around the Stoke City Stadium. We're only half an hour in. Piro. He's all right. Stoke! What are you doing? Criminal defending. That very much does deserve boos. He's Nonto down the wing. Oh, lovely ball roll. And Piro. It's 4. Yoel Piro has a hat-trick. We are scoring goals for fun in this competition this season, regardless of opposition. We'll probably stop when we eventually meet a Premier League side, but for the time being, we're loving life. Shame we couldn't grab anything in the last game, innit? Baker, Low. It's well done. And here's Wright Phillips. And Low. And he's buried it. For all of our saying that their front line was rubbish, he has scored. I mean, again, calm down. It's 4-1. But well done, lad. Piro. Simple. Gelhardt. No, not this time. Piro. Yep. Well, before this game, Joe Gelhardt with 4 was the top goal scorer in the whole competition of the Carabao Cup. Piro has scored 4 in this game alone. So I think it's safe to say he's probably now the top goal scorer in this competition. It's 5-1 against Stoke, and we are well and truly flying. Montes on a run. I'm kind of annoyed he hasn't pulled that back to Piro, really. Yoel Piro is on for a double hat-trick here. Oh, if he could have made it around the corner then. I thought he'd only scored 4 when he bagged the last one. He scored every single one. 5 goals in the same game from Piro. Absolutely unbelievable, Jeff. What a performance from one man. Very much deserving of the match ball, more so than anyone else so far this season. Insane from Piro. Hopefully he can retain his stamina well enough to be able to be involved in the next game. On the next round as well, certainly. Because we've Preston next. I'm going to go and make sure that my training plan has everybody set up for fitness. And we'll see if we can't get Yoel Piro to score again. Next opponent's Preston North End. In 10th in the league. Unbeaten in their last 4. Win, win, draw, win. With a 5 back and then a 2-2-1. Our first signing of a Patreon player so far this season. Elliot Cardno in at centre-back for them. Reese on the bench is a good goal scorer as far as I can recall. Jack Watmore at centre-back is pretty solid as well. So they've got offensive and defensive options should they need them. We, however, will go into this in the highest of confidence. And I'm sorry, as good as Bamford has been, I can't not play Piro after scoring 5 in one game. I just don't have it in me to deny him the opportunity to stay in the starting lineup after that. I'm sure everybody understands. to Deepdale we go. Match facts at half-time. 10 shots we've had in that half. Please tell me that their goalkeeper is on a 10 out of 10. 8.2, Freddie Woodman. Everyone else in his team is on a red rating, 6 and below, apart from Story, and he's on an 8.2 with 7 shots on target, 6 of which he's saved. That's the most one-sided half without a goal we've seen all save so far. Here we go. Nonto through the gap. Nonto on side. Gray. Pirro. At long last. And it had to be him. If it hasn't made the highlights package. 10 shots in the first half. 7 on target. 6 saved by the goalkeeper. It's been all Leeds. And finally we've scored. Pirro had to be the man to make the breakthrough, didn't he, given his goal scoring in the last game. It's, I'm not sure, his second goal this season. His first goal in the Championship. Somerville. Runners all around. It's Junior Firpo. Dan James is well and truly free at the back post, but the game just doesn't like crossing, does it? Somerville tackled. Falls to Ampadu. Ampadu will keep it alive. Here's Gelhardt now off the bench. Joe Gelhardt going all the way! I think Joe Gelhardt's going to have that starting spot ahead of Gini Ruter at the minute. He's come on for him, and within 10 minutes has bagged a goal. And through the gap, it's Bamford. It's a great save. I need to scout Freddie Woodman, because he's insane. If we are ever to replace Meslier, I can't not at least take a look at Freddie Woodman given this display. This is one of the most comprehensive goalkeeping displays we've seen against us ever. Miller's in behind here. Made a mockery of Archie Gray. And then of the rest of the defence. And they will not have a consolation goal. It's a 2-0 win. And even though we've had some big scorelines this season so far, that's probably the one that we've deserved more so than anything else. Actually, only 3 shots in the second half, but we are making so many teams boo their players. Sorry. Both Leicester and Queen's Park Rangers lost there, so we're now back level with Leicester City on points after our point in the last round of fixtures and a point off top. And if they lose and we draw, we go top on goal difference. Leicester City above us on goals scored only. We've only conceded 4 goals all season. We have been defensively rock bloody solid so far this year. But given the quality in our team, it's not a massive surprise, really. Up next for us in the next... Not what I want. Up next for us in the next episode is Middlesbrough, Blackburn, Swansea, Coventry, and we've got another favourable cup draw. It's Tranmere. We're getting so lucky in the Carabao Cup at the minute. This is the round of 16 stage, and we're yet to face a side above the Championship. Tranmere Rovers, our next opponent. It's going to be a hell of a cup run. Sod's Law Tranmere will be the side that beat us now, but that's going to bring this episode to a close, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed continually this Leeds United career. I'm thoroughly enjoying putting it together. We do love Leeds on the channel, of course, after the kind of fond memories of that first save 4 years ago. We seem to have picked up where we left off. We're loving life at Leeds United, although that game against Middlesbrough is 3rd versus 5th, so it's not going to be easy, and there is only 2 points separating 1st from 5th, and only 3 points separating 1st from 6th. This title fight, this Premier League promotion fight, is going to go all the way, I think, between a number of different teams. Certainly on the opening few episodes evidence. Anyway, do drop the video a like if you're enjoying this save so far. We'll be back again on Monday for another episode. We upload every weekday, of course, on this and the second channel with the My Player Career Mode as well. But for now, for this save, that's all from me for today. Join me over the weekend on stream. If not, I shall see you back here on YouTube on Monday. Bye-bye.